Hey guys, ZFS5759 here with my first video review. If you've seen any of my previous videos, they're mainly piano stuff, just a little hobby of mine. So my first review is going to be on the Yamaha P-155 digital keyboard. Now, looking at this, just looking at the layout, it's an 88 key full keyboard. So, let's start off with something just pretty simple, the on button. Look right there, it's on and off. Press that and voila, it turns on. So then you got the full, pretty good sounding too. And then right below the on button you got the master volume. Not really sure why they call it the master volume considering it's the only volume, but just a little knob, you can turn that, and then that obviously is just the volume. So now looking at some of the other features that it has on here, if you can see here that the first button is the demo button. And you can hit any of the instruments over here, so just starting off with grand piano. Gives it a little demo. Won't stick on that for very long, but... So yeah, I mean, we'll go over the other instruments that it plays in just a minute. But then, looking at some of this other stuff, you can record songs here by pressing record, playing whatever it is, hitting stop, and then hitting play to play back. Very good for practicing purposes. Then also you look here, it is able to be plugged into a computer or have a USB drive or whatever, and then you can save your music that you've done online. Then you can see here that it says preset at the bottom. You press this button enough so it lays on preset. Go over here and notice that it says 1. It has about 50 built-in songs that you can go into. They're all classical. So just, for example, playing the first one, which is a song by Bach, you just land on the number that you want, then you hit play. Then you can just, like as you see I did, hit stop, and then it stops. Then to get off of that, you just hit the button one more time, and then it goes back to the 120 tempo that it was on. Now, I just mentioned 120 tempo. That is for the metronome that's built in right here. And then these buttons right here, the plus and minus right there, is the tempo that it is on. And then you just press the metronome button again to shut it off. Now, over here, you can see that I'm on grand piano 1, which is the first instrument of the list that I will be going through. Now, I'll just play a C scale with all the instruments. Now first, the first grand piano. It's the first grand piano. Second grand piano is a little bit of a sharper sound. The first electric piano, it has 2 electric pianos as well. Second electric piano. Okay, now there's the jazz organ. Kind of a fun one to play around with. There's church organ. Now over here, you can see that the next one on the list is strings/others. When you press it, it has the basic strings. But then when you press it again, you notice that there's another number that pops up here. Now it has about 11 different features in this one button. So the next one is a more laid back string for obviously a little bit more depressing music, but yeah, and then the next one is a regular old pipe organ as opposed to the church organ and jazz organ. Next one is harpsichord. It's a very well sounding harpsichord, definitely if you're into the more classical music, that's a good feature. Then there's the clavicle electrochord. There's the marimba or xylophone, glockenspiel, whatever you want to look at it. Then there's the choir. Another fun one to mess around with a little bit. Then you got this, which is I'm not exactly sure what this is. It seems maybe like a harp or a pick bass or something. These last few, I'm not really sure exactly what they are, but they do have a cool sound. The last one is sort of I believe is some sort of a guitar. So yeah, those are the instruments that it comes with. They're all good quality sounding. Now you come over here, you see split. Now, I'm not going to exactly do this feature, but when you hit split, you can split half of the keyboard one sound, then half of the keyboard the other sound. So that's pretty simple. Now right here you have the brilliance, which, let's say, going back to just the regular grand piano, you can hear if you have it on bright, gives it a very sharp sound. On bright normal, a little bit mellower, and then normal mellow, then mellow, and so on. Then over here you have the reverbs, which this is just where you would probably, like if you were in a room or a music hall or a stage, that's how you would set that up. Then you have the effects here. You have chorus, phaser, tremolo, rotary, SP. Have those. I'm not going to go over all of these because that would take a while. Then you have the touch, hard, medium, and soft, which I did not mention before that this is a weighted keyboard, so it does have the actual grand piano, the more resistance to the keys than just a regular kind of cheaper keyboard does. So then right now it's at medium. So right now if it was at soft, you don't have to press down that hard to get that loud sound. Then if it was at hard, you would have to press down on the keys much harder to get that good sound. But then I like to keep it at medium right in the middle, which is just the basic grand piano level. So that is about it for the actual keyboard standpoint. Now looking, I mean, it does have this pretty cool music rest built in, which if you're like on a stage or something, this does come out. It just slides out of there. I'm going to keep that in there. It does come with a sustain pedal down there that plugs into the back, and then you can see the jumbled up cord there. Clean that up some other time, but it's the cord. Have the bench and the stand. The stand and the bench we did purchase separately with it, so not including those at all. Then you just look back here. Do have the electrical work, and yeah, it's kind of a boring part, so I won't go over that. Overall price range, we did get this keyboard on sale, but normally it is a $1,000 keyboard. Yamaha does standardize its prices, so you really won't find it much cheaper anywhere else, unless of course like a place like Guitar Center where we got it is having a sale or something. But yeah, that's about it. So overall, I would give this keyboard probably a 9 out of 10. It is pretty high, but it is definitely a very good quality keyboard, and it will last for quite a while. Well, I'm hoping. But, so overall, that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.